Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. I welcome everybody, whoever is sitting here on the two-way video screen and on social media platforms. All the viewers, I welcome everybody with humble respect. So we are moving forward into the Life Solutions class sessions, satsang. More than a class, I should say this is a satsang. So we will be discussing few powerful cognitions today about Swadhisthana Chakra. It is an energy center located 2 inches below the navel point. Okay? This center has to do with rejuvenating darkness. Ma Kali, Mother Kali energy. She is in charge of this center, of this energy center. You know, Ma Kali, so compassionate and so powerful God. You know, just like Kala Bhairava, Ma Kali, you literally see that manifestation. You know, some gods and goddesses, some forms are very tangibly they're shown, you know, they're this thing. రమణిమ ఏమైంది మీ సన్యాస్ క్లాత్ తీసేసారే మీకు నచ్చినట్టు వేసేసుకోవడం నచ్చినట్టు తీసేయడమేనా స్వామీజీ ఇవ్వకుండా ఆ రంగు క్లోత్స్ వేసుకోకూడదు అసలు సరదాకి కూడా త్రినేత్ర తిలకం పెట్టేసుకున్నారు సన్యాస క్లాత్ వేసేసుకున్నారు ఓహోహో అన్ని మన ఇష్టమే మళ్ళీ తీసేశారు అయ్యో ఓకే కిషోర్ కుమార్ స్విచ్ ఆన్ యువర్ వీడియో. Where is Radhe Radhe? Who is this Radhe Radhe? I want to see. I'm not seeing who is
Radhe. My brother. He's my brother.
Okay. Anyhow. Okay. We are doing Swadhisthana Chakra. This is about fear. Please understand. Our primary, raw, uncultured, by nature, raw pattern is fear. Any layers of sophistication will not cover that. Am I right? There's nothing called sophisticated fear, isn't it? Our language can be sophisticated. Our laughter can be sophisticated. Everything can be sophisticated, but fear is very raw and primary, you know. So I was talking about 5 varieties of fears. One is something to do with physical health. Second is something to do with mental health. Third is something to do with losing your name and fame and wealth and outer world things. Fourth is losing your loved ones. Fifth is fear of death itself. But if you see, all these 5 things, if you look in, they are related to death only. We always fear of losing something, or losing our loved one, or losing a relationship. Please understand, the real reason is lack of fulfillment in the relationship. You fear someone's loss only because you feel you have not justified the relationship in some way in your life. You feel you have not been in it in totality. So you're not ready to let go. Physical separation is only one aspect of the fear. The real reason is lack of fulfillment in the relationship. Please understand. The word justification comes into relationships because you have always been taught to live for the sake of others, fulfilling others' needs and desires. And if you don't do these things, you get into the cycle of guilt and fear. If you just live totally with deep clarity of the whole play of society, you will never be gripped by such compulsions. You can live with total fulfillment and still not lose out on any love in relationships. If you live totally not with a transaction type of relationship, but with just pure loving energy towards the other, there will be no room for guilt or fear. Even if the person passes away, you will continue to feel love towards him or her. Never fear of any separation. Most often, relationships suffer because of the lingering fear of losing one another. If you deeply analyze fear in any relationship, you will understand that because our relationships are just transactions of some sort, this fear is prevalent. See, understand everybody. Take spiritual seekers, our own Swamiji's disciples, any master's disciples. You can see if they left everything in the world and they're only with master, they will fear for losing him. You are understanding? In fear of losing master, they will do what not. Worst things than what outer world people do. That means what? They left the outer world, but the pattern is there inside. Only actions and things they left, but pattern is there inside, isn't it? Between a husband and wife, there is fear that the other may start looking outside of marriage. Between mother and son, there's fear that the son may start paying more attention to the wife instead of the mother. Oh my God, this is a common pattern in India. All sons' mothers, somewhere they'll carry this. Between father and son, there's the fear that the father may not pass on the inheritance to his son, or the son may not keep up the family prestige. Like this, in any relationship, there is a core expectation which needs to be satisfied and guarded. And this gives rise to fear. See, understand. You should understand from where the fear is rising, isn't it? You have to completely understand about the fear to get rid of it. I feel not getting rid of it, you need right dosage of fear also, because in most needful times you need to have fear little bit. That is important. But all these illusory, unnecessary fears is not necessary. Suppose just on this computer table now a snake comes. I need to have enough fear to move away and survive, isn't it? So fear is needed at that point. But seeing a rope and feeling it's a snake, that fear is not needed. Am I right? That is the difference. But you can never satisfy any relationship totally. Anyone who has tried to please their whole family will only become a dropout. That is really true, I tell you. Anyone who tried to please their whole family will only become a dropout. Understand? Understand, Mauli? I hope you can hear me. You can never satisfy family. Don't even try. Tomorrow, don't think anybody. Today, if we leave our master, our family will be satisfied. No, tomorrow for something else, they'll be unfulfilled. What to do? Fear is always imprisoning, while love is always liberating. But unless society instills fear into you, you will not listen to it. And so it instills fear in you through all possible means, through insecurity, rules, regulations, worship, etc. Fear is what takes the form of jealousy, also in relationships. Fear is the basis for most of our actions and emotions. Jealousy, anger, greed, all these emotions are rooted in fear. But we are not aware of this. Okay, I muted him. I muted. See, understand, jealousy, anger is not a separate pattern. This jealousy always rises from the pattern of fear. In relationships, fear is the basis for most of our actions and emotions. Jealousy, anger, greed, all these emotions are rooted in fear. But we are not aware of this. We don't know that fear is the causative factor for all these. That is the problem. That is why we continue to be in the dark as far as our behavioral patterns are concerned. That is why relationships turn out to be difficult. Understand that fear and love can never coexist. If there is pure love in a relationship, there can never be fear. If there is fear, there can never be pure love. There is some vested interest in the relationship. There is some purpose, some objective, some expectation of security or greed or returns in the relationship. That is why fear sets in. We look for security in every relationship. We need some security to settle down comfortably. This is actually a kind of imprisonment that we enjoy. People talk of freedom, but I tell you, they're so afraid of it. They like only imprisonment. In the comfortable cushioning effect of imprisonment, they think they are free. Hey guys, it's like I'm talking to walls. Switch on your videos. Yukta, Radhe Radhe. Let me see. Why? You thought you won't show your beautiful face, Yukta? Once in a while, you should give me darshan, no? Ah. Sometimes I also need darshan. Along with Swamiji, I need darshan of all of you. What to do? A small story. A small girl asked her father one day, Dad, what is the meaning of the word guaranteed? The father replied, it means that something is made well and it will last for a long time. That night, before going to sleep, the girl called out, Good night, guaranteed, father. Good night, guaranteed, father. So, all of us look for security continuously in our lives. But we say that we are looking for freedom. If we are really looking for freedom, why are we looking for security? Why fear? As long as you have fear in you, you will look for security. Until then, you can only delude yourself by saying that you want freedom. Understand? A master is one who will throw you upon the utter insecurity of life. He is the only one who gives you complete freedom. That is why with him you feel insecure, you feel afraid. Freedom creates fear. You will never feel utterly insecure in your other relationships because there's always some push and pull of greed, fear, and anger that keeps you well settled in the familiar patterns of relationships. But with a master, you are totally free. So you become afraid. With master, you are totally free. So you become afraid. A small story. A man was in prison for 20 years. On the day of his release, he appeared very worried and tense. Listen carefully. A man was in prison for 20 years. On the day of his releasing from the prison, he appeared very worried and tense. His friend in the prison asked him, What has happened to you? Why are you so worried? The man replied, I am afraid. What will I do when I go out? Please understand, the prison has created such a solid pattern of security for the man that he does not know what he will do when he goes outside. This is the danger of getting caught in patterns and security. A master will never offer. He will never offer you the security you are looking for. He will never offer you the patterns you are looking for. When you don't get the security you are looking for, you will grow with deep centering within yourselves. I remember, oh my God, the day I met Swamiji. It was like one cyclone, roller coaster ride. I tell you, last 14 years has been a roller coaster ride with Swamiji. Very thrilling, exciting. But of course, no security. You have to constantly watch yourself. You have to constantly center yourself. And you'll mature so much by that. When you don't get the security you're looking for, you will grow with deep centering within yourself. You will grow fearlessly because you know there is nothing to lose. And when you know there is nothing to lose, you have no fear. To show you that there is nothing to lose, the master throws you upon utter insecurity. Out of his deep compassion for you, out of deep concern for your growth, he doesn't offer you security. When you don't find the mundane security, you will find God. All your fears are because you don't clearly know that there is nothing to lose. Please understand, just one encounter with near death can show you that there is nothing to lose and that all your fears are baseless. The master simply makes you understand this in his own way. So don't try to escape from the master. Understand that he is here only to show you what you actually are. Your inherent nature is fearlessness. Over years, you have been instilled with fear. The master tries to break the layers of conditioning that you have taken upon yourself. If you just allow him to work upon you with trust and love, you will see yourself transform in front of your own eyes. Let me tell you a small story about a Swami with whom Swamiji was acquainted. This Swami used to have, Swami means not our Swami. This particular Swami was acquainted with Swamiji, our Swamiji. Anyhow, this Swami used to have a number of clocks in his room, and each of the clocks would show a different time. Then our Swamiji asked him about it one day. That Swami replied, "Time is not my master. I am the master. Whatever time I want it to be, I simply choose the time from that particular clock." This Swami had already predicted that he would be leaving his body on a particular day and time. On the night before his death, the Swami asked all his disciples to gather around him and sing some verses, hymns. One of the singers was somewhat arrogant about his musical abilities. He never sang on this occasion. As was the custom, the Swami wrote something on a piece of paper and passed it on to that disciple who was a singer, arrogant singer. The disciple was flattered, thinking that it was a request for a particular song. But when he opened the note, he saw that the Swami had written, "Please don't sing after my death." Oh my God. Even on his deathbed, he was in a humorous mood, that Swami. Later that night, he instructed his disciples to take good care of the orphans who lived in the ashram. He said, "Especially tomorrow, you will all be busy with preparations for my cremation. Don't forget to arrange for food for those orphan children." Please understand, till the last minute, his concern was for the people he was leaving behind. The next morning, exactly at the time he had mentioned, he joined his hands in a namaskar to all, and his hands dropped simply like a drama. Understand? What a beautiful, calm, and courageous way to face death. That is the way we should all go to death, and that is the way we should look upon death even when our own family and relatives pass away. When you understand this, your whole idea of fear will slowly dissolve because, as I said, the underlying basis of fear is death itself. Understand deeply about fear. If you understand this, many people who has chronic diseases, it will be healed. I'm telling you. Many diseases can be associated with our fear. All you need to have is a right understanding and right context. That is why these words, listening again and again and again and again, is so important. They should be instilled, imbibed so much, internalized so much that automatically they are lived by you. Please understand, when we are breathing, can you watch every breath and breathe? If you have to consciously breathe, oh my God, we'll forget so many times and we'll die so many times, isn't it? It's happening. I'm talking to you, it's happening automatically. Otherwise, what will happen? Imagine. Same way, any truth, it should just imbibe, internalized, and lived by itself automatically. We can't live, Baba. All these truths consciously all the time. Oh my God, it's such a task, isn't it? That is why listening is so important. Even if you are bored, listening. Suppose Kalpataru is there. So many times it's the same course. But again and again, attending, listening, so important. So it's imbibed, and that manifestation starts happening automatically. You understand? Manifestation should be automatic. It should not be with so much struggle and so much meditation and so much techniques. Listening, proper listening will solve a lot of things. Many times people have a question, Swamiji, is it that fear is normally associated more with women? Understand, men are mainly caught in the lust and women are mainly caught in fear. The fact is, they both know this and exploit each other appropriately. Actually, both knows this truth and they exploit each other appropriately. The man knows where exactly to touch the woman's weak card. He will play with her insecurity and fear and exploit her. Similarly, the woman knows where the key lies with the man. She will play the game appropriately and exploit him. This is what goes on all the time in marriages. Actually, at the time of Hindu marriages, a vow is taken wherein the man and women vow to each other that they will both work towards exhausting each other's karmas, unfulfilled actions, and desires in a smooth way without accumulating any more karma in this life. But all of you know, these days, people are not even aware that they have taken such a vow because they're not the ones who are getting married. The priests are the ones who utter all the chants and get married. What to do? It is such a beautiful vow that they take. We have accumulated enough and more karma in our lives. The only concern for us should be to exhaust it all, at least in this birth, and attain liberation. This is the vow we take during marriage. If you watch, nowadays we should call it as a drama only. Nowadays, if you watch the drama of marriage from outside, you will understand how the couple create karma for each other. They actually, instead of exhausting karma for each other, they create karma for each other. Only when you watch from outside, you will understand what a foolish game is being played. Swamiji always tells people that for actors and actresses, it would be so easy to watch life as a game because they are all the time assuming roles and enacting them. They are the closest to seeing life as a great drama. The rest of us are so caught up with our roles that it becomes a solid reality for us. Anyhow, this May 15th, a great new version of program, higher initiations, is going to happen. It's called Mahaparamashivaham. So we are going to conduct Kalpataru. I am planning. Actually, this is not a set schedule. I am planning for whole India. Even other country people can join. I'm planning Kalpataru maybe on this May 7th, Sunday. It's a Sunday. As usual, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Why? The reason I'm conducting for whole India is the more number of people, it will be easy for us to request Swamiji to come for live darshan. That is the reason. So we actually want Swamiji to come for Kalpataru darshan and bless all of you. That is the reason we are doing this. So how many of you will be attending? I need to know the confirmation to give number to Kailash. Because until and unless a certain number sits, we cannot request Swamiji because his time is too precious, isn't it? It doesn't matter. Last time, many of you attended April 14th, but did you receive darshan of Swamiji, all of you? In the end, I don't think few people received. So all of you again sit in the program. It doesn't matter even you have attended. See, the completion process in that Kalpataru program, the Samskara Dahana Kriya, which is being conducted in that program, all this is going to help you by doing again and again and again until you lose the patterns, until you have the ability to manifest things on your own. You have to keep doing it. Understanding? So please do it. This time confirmedly, last time I didn't receive the link, but today we are planning in such a way that I myself should take responsibility for the whole coordination because we depended on somebody else and it all whole thing went wrong. So last minute I had to request Singapore people to make you all sit in the program. We did not even have it for India. Okay. So anyhow, and I did not even receive information that, they were not even conducting. That's the sad point, what to do. But anyhow, this time I am taking responsibility for the whole thing. And, I thought I can't depend on anybody for coordination. So how many of you will attend? Please put message here in the Zoom chat. I want to see how many people are there. Because if we request Swamiji to come, it's really important that we create a proper number. Otherwise, we can't request him itself. We can't even send a request for approval. Okay, Yukta will be attending. Okay. Next, who? Very good. Bhavanama, Kantama. Okay. And hey, all of you, one more thing. It doesn't matter from which country you belong to. All the people from my sessions, you have to prefix Telangana in front of your name. Okay? The reason being, I'm not declaring as though you are my zone or something, because I am putting you in one Zoom room. Swamiji will be blessing. Suppose you put Telangana in front of your name. Swamiji will be blessing all the people who are sitting in Singapore room or people who are sitting in Telangana room. He will bless like that for Kalpataru. So everybody who puts that whatever prefix which we tell you, so everybody will fall into that category Swamiji is mentioning. That way you will receive the blessing. Last time, see what happened? He didn't mention Telangana. He was telling Singapore, but all of you are not from Singapore room, isn't it? This gadbad happened because, see, we have less people who are doing work. First thing is devotees need to take responsibility and work. Nobody is taking. Limited people are there to do all this work. And inside, they have so many responsibilities, poor things there. That coordination part, they keep, some gadbad will be happening. So this time, I have to sit and see. Radhe Radhe, who is Radhe Radhe? I need to know. I don't know you. Can you please show me your face? I need to know from which state you belong to. How will I vouch for you if I don't know you? Rameshanji, you're attending? Very good. Rameshanji is attending. Ramani Devi is attending. Very good. High participation from all my session people. Very nice. Good team I have. Paban. Paban, he's your brother. Radhe Radhe is your brother. Hey, Bhagavan. Okay. Paban, are you attending? Yes, put Telangana, ma. Because London session, when they are conducting, I don't know.
Okay. All right. So we put Telangana in front of our name, not London.
Because I am sending a group of people to one specific room. Only when you say like that, they will identify you. You understood,
Okay.
no?
Okay.
Because many people will be sitting in that room from other places.
Yes.
So they have to know this group is from this HR.
Yes, one destination. Okay, sure.
So that way, everybody receives the boon or everybody receives as a group.
Sure. Okay,
Blessing.
Telangana instead.
It's not about a country or a place. It's just about specification about a Zoom room.
Okay.
Okay, that is the reason we are specifying like that.
Thank you.
See, even my zone people. See, I'm HR for Kerala also. I'm HR for Andhra also. But even Andhra people, even Kerala people put as Telangana only. So everybody comes under one blessing. Zoom. Okay. So, okay, Kishore Kumar is attending. Okay. Hey, I am not going to ask you again. Once you give confirmation, you have to be all ready. The only thing I am going to do is give you the timing and the date and the link. Okay. Oh, Louis is also attending. Great, Louis. Full completion should happen to you. This time, write whatever boon you want. Nice boons. Okay, Veenu is also attending. Veenu K, ask you should manifest health. You should manifest Pratyaksha Pada Puja. You should manifest Mahaparamashivaham. All these three things. Ask Swamiji. You should manifest, you should run. Like that, you should manifest health. Running. Pavan, Louis, okay. Bhavana, Radhe, Radhe, okay. Ramesh Nayak. Okay. Kishore Kumar, okay. Yukta also have written. Okay, great. So I will send you the link, Pavan. You send it to Radhe Radhe. All of you should have your original names on the Zoom room. Okay. And you have to prefix the zone name. That's very, very important. Anyhow, now I have this much number. Okay, I'll see. So what else can be done? Okay, Ma, today Kantama is not there. I need to give her healing.
She's gone for some a doctor's appointment.
She
So
went
she won't
where?
be a doctor's appointment, so she won't be
Okay,
attending.
no problem. I'll give her healing from here itself because I
Okay.
already know her physical form.
Yeah.
I will give healing, send healing from here itself. Not a
Okay.
problem.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ma.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let healing happen to everybody on the screen and to the viewers in social media platforms and Kantama very deeply to be healed. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Sadguru Padarpanamastu Om Nityanandam. Hopefully we'll meet tomorrow. Let us meet tomorrow. Okay? కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు మీరు తయారవుతున్నారు కదా పాదపూజకి రమేష్ అన్నయ్య you should also prepare for Pada Puja. See, certain karma doors you have to break. What happened few years back, there were few people, understand, their salary was only 10,000 rupees a month. But somehow they manifested, they attended Inner Awakening. I told them, 21-day Inner Awakening program, please attend. Because it will open lot of doors for you. 4 people, somehow, my God, by hook or crook, they did it. Now, so many programs are free, so many things are free, so many doors are open for those graduates. That is why initially, whether you are able to afford or not, you have to break that karma. See, not being able to afford something is also a karma, right? Not being able to do what we want is karma, isn't it? So we have to, the initial first door, we have to struggle and break it. Then the things will become so easier. The next door will open much easier, much easier. You understanding? So Ramesh and Ayya, see, no matter how many sessions you attend, no matter how many things happen, Pratyaksha Pada Puja, 21-day graduation program, these are milestones in spiritual journey. Milestones. You need to cross them for a certain spiritual evolvement. You are understanding? It's very, very important. Because we are unable to do tapas. In this modern Kali Yuga, in this world, in this era, Kali Yuga era, we are unable to do tapas like siddhas. Lot of Maharishis in Tapoloka, in that loka itself, they come down to Bhuloka, earth, to get enlightened. So imagine such deep Siddha Purushas, sages, rishis, come down to planet Earth to get enlightened. So we forget about Tapoloka. In this Kali Yuga, what penance can we do? Tell me. After doing so much penance in that loka, they have to come down. So imagine us. For our evolvement, we are unable to do any penance, tapas. So the easy way is, first thing, initiation. Second thing, first thing, initiation. Second thing, giving our responsibility to Swamiji, Pada Puja. Third thing, enriching to break all the patterns and karmas. These are the shortcuts. You're understanding? shortest cuts for our journey. So manifest it. Try, do the karma action. Swamiji will support you and it will happen. See, please understand, when I speak about these things, I am not speaking as on behalf of mission. No. Like how in programs, Acharya speak. Understand, I am your personal Acharya means I have to do 100% what is best for you. My integrity should be, my loyalty and integrity should be towards you at this point of time, in this 1 hour. So whatever I utter to you should be only what is good for you, not what is good for organization. You're understanding? When I sit in a meeting with them, when I declare something, my loyalty will be towards organization. But when I sit as your Acharya and sitting on this, whoever is hearing my words, I have to be integrated and loyalty and authentic towards your life, your suffering, what is good for your journey. So I will utter only that. That is the kind of integrity I hold towards Swamiji. You understanding? So other people asking you to do something is different. Me telling you something is different. My context is this. So 100% you guys should do that. Nagarjuna is here. In spite of so many ups and lows, so much instabilities, so many things, again and again, he falls, he comes back. He falls, he comes back. Do you know why? He did IA. That energy is holding him. That's why. Mauli also here. Oh my God. I can't even describe his problems and whatever. But he's here today. You know why? He did Paramashivaham. 21 graduation program physically in Biddi with Swamiji. That energy is holding him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have lasted only. He also keeps falling, coming back, falling, coming back. In spite of all things which are going against him, he's here. He's giving life here. And it's not possible. Please understand. It is really impossible for him to be this 1 hour with me here and do these things. But he's here. So many things are against. But he's here. It's because that energy is holding him. Understand? I forced him and I pushed him that time, When Swamiji was here, he did program. I pushed him. He just went and did. Poor thing. He did not have money, but he just managed. I don't know how he managed. So he sustained, so many years. It's not a joke. Anyhow. See you guys tomorrow. Prepare your inner space for Pada Puja. Prepare your inner space for Kalpataru. Prepare your inner space for Mahaparamashivaham. Let Swamiji manifest for us. Okay? He has to manifest for us. Okay, guys. Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you, Ma. Nityanandam.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ma.
Nityanandam.
Hey, Louis, what happened to your friend who said he'll attend sessions? Ask him again. Follow him up.
Yeah, I'll ask again. I'll give him a message and ask.
And not only that, speak to some more people.
Okay.
Start enriching. Krishna Reddy or Meer Guda. Okay, bye-bye, guys.